Hi, you've accepted the Clear Vision 2020 challenge that will help you make more money, supercharge yourself and your team, and have your most profitable year in 2020. Have you ever made a decision based upon your gut? One that just feels right. Maybe you avoided a disaster. Maybe you were able to seize an opportunity. And those moments can be extremely gratifying. But the problem is, your team can't get behind your gut. Sure, as their leader, they trust you, but your gut decisions aren't teachable and you aren't developing your team. And the bigger problem is, leading with your gut can cost you money and isn't actually a sound decision-making process. When you're making a gut decision, one that feels right, you're actually using your limbic brain, the part of the brain that's wired to make short-term, emotionally gratifying decisions, not your neocortex, which is the analytical part of your brain. Gut decisions can be unreliable, unrepeatable, and if you're out of the office and relying on your team to make decisions as you would, well, they just aren't you. Even if leading with a gut feeling hasn't steered you wrong in the past, running through the 2 decision-making frameworks I'm going to share today will ensure that you're making decisions your team can get behind. And they can get behind these decisions because you can explain to your team where the decision came from, or even better, because they were involved in the decision-making process. The first decision-making framework is one that I heard from speaker and entrepreneur Keith Cunningham, and it's a series of questions that help assess risk. Here are the questions. What are the upsides of this decision? What are the downsides? Can I live with the downsides? Let's unpack these questions just a little more. What are the upsides? You can also ask, what does my business or my team stand to gain by this decision? Will it help us increase profits, decrease costs, or further our purpose? What are the downsides? What potential outcomes could negatively affect my profits, my team's morale, or my customers' loyalty? Can I live with the downsides? Will adverse outcomes be unrecoverable, or can my team rise above them? Thinking through how the potential outcomes can affect your business will give you the opportunity to prepare and have contingency plans ready to deploy. And even while there are always situations that can materialize that you hadn't considered, a potential contingency you thought of could get you moving quickly in the right direction. The second decision-making framework doubles as a great leadership team exercise. It stems from the notion that no decision should be made in a silo, and that there are always multiple stakeholders to consider. Here are the questions. Is the decision good for our customers? Is the decision good for our team? Is the decision good for our company? If your evaluation can support yes to all 3 of these stakeholders, well, that's a no-brainer. Make the decision. If you can answer affirmatively for 2 of the 3, there should be a strong case to move forward. But if you can only see value in the decision for 1 of the 3 groups of stakeholders, then it signals you would be wise to go back to the drawing board and see if you might alter the outcome to positively affect an additional group. Having and teaching sound decision-making frameworks are instrumental in helping you to avoid making costly or embarrassing mistakes. Because no one has a crystal ball or an absolute pulse on all of the outside influences, there's not a framework that will absolutely prevent you from making the wrong decision. However, having your trusted team members and leaders be a part of deciding how best to move the company forward, well, that's just a great way to create loyalty and build trust. So here's your Clear Vision 2020 tip of the day. The next time you have a decision to make, large or small, bring your leadership team together and run through the risk and stakeholder decision-making frameworks. You'll make better decisions that will increase profits or save you money, and your team will be more invested in supporting the outcome.